What effect do you think that had on you growing up?
Oh my God, lies don't make me cry. I feel like that along with no therapy, it can alter your whole entire life. Unconsciously, unknowingly, it will alter your whole entire life.
And so why'd you drop out?
Honestly, bullying. I was being bullied. For me going to high school pregnant, I was the only one pregnant, so they were taunting me every day. I couldn't take it.
How did that make you feel?
Terrible. Terrible. Terrible.
Do you want to ask him why he did that?
Of course, I want to know why.
Ask him.
I want to know why. Can you tell me why would you do that to me? And have it form my psyche and up my psyche, because that's what it did. Really, and it hurts.
Do you want to say his name?
Okay, his name is Jeremy.
Jeremy?
Jeremy.
What's up, YouTube? Man, it looks like things are heating up for summer 23. So stay tapped in. Now back to the content. What's up, YouTube? Atlanta Street Interviews out here with another one. So we got a young lady with us today. How you doing today, miss?
I'm good.
All right, all right. So are you homeless?
Yep,
Okay.
I am.
And so how old are you?
24.
24. And so how long have you been homeless?
I'm gonna say, if I'm being realistic, probably like a month.
A month?
Yeah.
And so what was it that happened a month ago that caused you to become homeless?
If I'm being completely honest, a very abusive and toxic relationship. Verbal abuse, mental, everything under the sun. And because I don't have family or the necessary resources, so they just move from one place to another, then yeah.
I get it. Okay. And so this relationship, are these your kids? So okay, how many kids do you have?
3.
3. All right. And so how old is the oldest?
I'm 9.
9. And how young is the youngest?
6.
6. Okay. And so is he the father of the kids?
No.
Okay. So how long had this relationship been going? The one that was toxic that you
5
left?
years.
5 years?
Yes.
Okay. So y'all been together for a while. Okay. Alrighty. And so have you ever been married?
Never.
No? Okay. So let's just start from the beginning. All right. So where you from?
Atlanta.
Hey, man. Yes, sir. Shout out to ATL, man, all day long. What part of Atlanta you from?
The West End area.
West End area? Yeah, you from the Atlanta.
Yeah.
Okay, man. Shout out that West End. Yes, sir. All right. And so growing up in Atlanta, did you have both mom and dad in the household?
I'm gonna say, yeah, my dad was, in and out, but he instilled,
Well, I mean, I don't mean was he active and present. I mean, did he live in the house with you guys?
Well, yeah.
Okay.
Home,
Okay. So y'all, okay. And so were they married or just kind of long-term relationship?
Long-term relationship.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so as far as brothers and sisters, do you have any?
No.
You're only child?
Only child.
Wow. Okay. All right. And so, growing up, I mean, would you say that you had like a fairly normal childhood?
I do. Yeah.
Tell me about it.
Circumstantial things.
So, I mean, tell me, what was not maybe so normal?
Honestly, I was molested as a child.
What age did that happen?
6 years old.
6 years old? And so, was that a situation where, was it like an ongoing thing or was it a one-time thing?
I'm gonna say ongoing.
Okay, is that your phone ringing?
Yeah, it is.
Okay. So, what age did it stop?
I'm gonna say from six to probably 8.
8?
Yeah.
And so, was this just like inappropriate touching, or was it more than that?
It was more so inappropriate touching.
Was there anything other than that?
No.
No? And so, was this like a family member?
Family member.
Okay. Was this someone that lived in the house with you?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Okay. And so, I mean, I guess that just leaves one person, right?
Right. Well, actually, it my cousin.
It was your cousin?
So it's more so if I was to go to my grandparents' house, because my cousin stayed with my grandparents,
I get it
would happen there, yeah.
Okay. And so what was it that caused that to stop? Did you tell or anything like that, or?
I guess he just stopped because he just stopped. I don't know. I was too frightened to tell. I actually didn't tell anybody until I was 13 years old.
And who did you tell when you was 13?
My mom.
And so what was her reaction?
Very hurt. She wished I would have said something sooner. Because she did teach me, you know, about what people are supposed to say, not say. So, yeah.
So she had taught you before it happened?
Right. Like I knew I was well, but I don't know if people know when you're actually in that situation to just go and say you're terrified.
I can imagine.
It's a terrifying
ordeal to have
Yeah.
to decide whether you want to tell or not and all that type of stuff.
Them telling you to not say nothing, and then you like, well.
I mean, was it just like kind of like your chest area, or was it like your private part area?
I mean, yeah, private part area.
So okay, okay, so he was doing that. Okay. And so, what effect do you think that had on you growing up?
Oh my God, lie, it's gonna make me cry. I feel like that along with no therapy, it can alter your whole entire life. Unconsciously, unknowingly, it will alter your whole entire life. I do feel like that.
What negative effects do you think came from that?
I mean, well, I was promiscuous, which is why I do have 3 kids now, because they led me to be more, you know.
Well, I mean, because you are 24, so I mean, that means you got pregnant around 14.
14, that's right.
Yeah, so.
That's right.
Huh. And so, I mean, what age did you like lose your virginity or whatever?
I would say about, what, 13?
13?
Yep,
okay.
I was 13.
So it's like a year before you got pregnant?
Yeah, a year before I got pregnant.
Okay.
Yep.
Was this with guys that were around your age or guys that were a little bit older?
A guys that a little bit older.
How much older?
Lord, how much? Too old for me.
Right, how old?
If I was 14, I could have said it could have been anybody. A man 40, 30, 25, you know what I'm saying? But I never lied about my age, neither. But also, I feel like men should do that. You shouldn't take advantage, because I didn't know no better. You know, you get what I'm saying? But for them to take advantage of me, and I'm unknowingly just...
Would it be a situation where they would be pursuing you, or would you be pursuing them?
I mean, I'm not going to say I was never pursuing. I was freelancing. So if a guy... It wasn't never necessary in my head that I'm about to perform for him. You get what I'm saying? It just once you with the guy, you in that situation.
How would you meet these older guys though? Like, where would you meet them at? Like,
honestly, just being bad. I walking up the street, down the street, whatever. It was just whatever. If
would you be walking up the street to like basically be selling it, or?
No, I would never sell.
Okay, so just kind of just. Okay,
yeah,
okay, just seeing what was popping, seeing what was going on.
Yeah.
I get it. These kids, same dad or different dads?
Different dads.
Different dads? 2 or 3 different dads?
2. 2? I got twins, so 2.
Okay. Oh wow. Okay, yeah, the 2 little ones. Okay. okay. Were these guys around the same age or older?
Older too.
Older?
Yeah.
And so, are they like active and present in their life?
I'm gonna say, my twin's father, he is. I can say that. Actively, not physically, but financially.
Okay.
But my oldest son, dad, not financially or, you know.
Or in any way.
No.
Huh. And so, what did your parents think about all this when you was, when you was 14 and, you got pregnant and everything else? What was their thoughts on that? How did they react?
I'm not gonna say they were mad, because you ain't going to accept your child, but more so disappointment, because when you raise a child one way and then they do the total opposite.
Huh.
Yeah.
Because I mean, like, what was your like grades in school and stuff like that?
Actually good. I never was actually good.
Did you like end up going to high school?
Right, but I did drop out too. I dropped out, and when I was 17, when I had my twins,
okay, I
dropped out of school. I did.
And so why'd you drop out?
Honestly, bullying. I was being bullied. For me going to high school pregnant, it wasn't. I was the only one pregnant, so they were taunting me every day. I couldn't take it.
How did that make you feel?
Terrible. 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 Yeah. Very much so.
Yeah, I mean, if it was to that effect, to the point to where it made you drop out of school, did you get your GED and all like that?
Nope. No. And that's one thing that I really want. Like right now in my life, I want to get my GED and go back to school so I can get a trade or a career, something other than working a job, here and there.
Well, I was about to say, what do you do for money? You know, what have you been doing for money?
Well, honestly, I'm a worker. I work. I got an app on my phone. It's called People Ready.
So you do the gig
Yep, I do the
economy?
gig here and there. It's not consistent though.
Yeah, I get it. I get it.
No, it's not. But
So let me ask. I mean, because there's gonna be a certain group of guys, right? They're gonna be watching the video. They're gonna say, "Man, she is so attractive," and everything else. Why do you think that you choose the guys that you ended up choosing?
honestly, I don't know. I was so far gone and misled. It was anybody.
Misled by who or
But
what?
I'm just from. I feel from being molested. I feel like they took the weight from everything. They made me just go along the line.
Have you ever talked to your cousin about that?
No, and very much. I feel like he's very much in denial. He never addressed me. He's never apologized to me.
Well, I mean, so one of the things that we do on this channel, right? We have conversations that are long overdue, that sometimes are hard to have in person. But I can guarantee you, he may come across this video on YouTube, right? And so if you have any message, if you have anything you want to get off your chest, go ahead and let it go.
It's so much. I don't know. I just feel like that probably altered my life in the way that it did. So I
Look them dead in the camera and tell them how you feel.
I feel terrible. I really do. I really do. And I don't know. I just want to get in a position so I can be better.
Do you want to ask him why he did that?
Of course. I want to know why. Ask
him.
I want to know why. Can you tell me why would you do that to me? And have it form my psyche. And my psyche, because that's what it did. Really. And it hurts.
Do you think he did that to anyone else?
I'm gonna say probably so. I never really had like little cousins or nothing around because I'm the only child, so it was like only me. But probably so. Probably so.
And so, you've seen him at like family functions and things like that?
I have.
Do y'all address each other at all? Do people not find that strange that you don't address each other at all? Like to me, I would find it strange if you was really, really close, but then I would also find it strange if you like completely avoided, you know, interactions with each other. That would kind of be strange to me.
But you know what, the fact they know, because when I told my mother the words, but you know the family know, but nobody never really
came to you and addressed it and
or even cared enough.
How does that make you feel?
Terrible. I feel like stuff like that should not be swept up under the rug because it alters the person that I am today. It altered the person that I turned out to be. Very much so.
Do you want to say his name?
Okay, his name is Jeremy.
Jeremy?
Jeremy Lewis. Yep.
Jeremy Lewis?
That's right.
Okay. And he's from Atlanta too? He's from here?
Yep.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah, I mean, you know, these childhood events that occur have a major impact on the trajectory that our life takes from that point on. And a lot of people, if they never get the chance to resolve those traumas, it can affect them their whole life.
Yeah.
So I really hope that from having this conversation, somehow, some way, you're able to resolve this trauma, and that, you know, hopefully maybe your family can see this and they can understand what you've been dealing with inside, you know?
Right.
Okay. All right, so at this point, so what are we doing to try to get ourselves out of this position that you find yourself in?
Well, doing stuff like this, I mean, I came down to the Gateway today because I'm trying to find resources that, you know, help me get somewhere to live and just some stability in my life, well, mostly more so for my children than me.
Okay. What about your parents? Where do they live here in Atlanta?
I mean, well, my mom's deceased.
I'm sorry to hear about that.
Yeah, but my father, he's helpful as well, but my daddy has his own set of underlying issues as well.
I get it.
So he's working on himself, and you know, so he's working on himself. But he got open doors too, but like I said, he's working on himself, so. Yeah.
So I mean, as far as a roof over you guys' head, you have some type of roof over your head at night right now?
I mean, yeah, more so for my children than me. If I'm in Korea, I sleep in my car. I make sure that they are inside or comfortable, but me, not so much. But I wanted to get it to where it's all of us. We all comfortable. I'm comfortable. The caretaker, they're comfortable. We all comfortable.
Okay. All right. Well, listen. Oh, and what about you say the twins' dad? I mean, is that not a situation where, like, I don't know. You guys don't have to be together, but
like,
he can maybe help out for a little bit. And
he don't live here.
Huh?
He don't even stay in Atlanta.
Okay, so he don't live in Atlanta. Where does he live?
Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania?
Yeah. He moved away.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I was about to say, did you live in Philly or something at one point?
Yeah, like he moved away.
Okay. All right. Well, listen, miss, we really appreciate you taking the time, answering all of our questions. If anybody out there wanted to reach out, help, or donate, do you have a way they could do that? Do you have social media, Cash App, anything like that?
I have social media, Cash App.
Shout them out.
This is a shout out. My Instagram is morals_discipline. It's morals_discipline because you have to have that in life.
That's right.
And then my Cash App is Creamy Peaches 20.
Creamy Peaches 20. My Creamy Peach. Okay, you better stop playing.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Well, listen, miss, we really appreciate you, like I say. Definitely wish you nothing but the best, all right?
Yeah.
All right, you make, Creamy Peaches 20. Spell that real quick.
It's CREAMY and PEACHES and 20.
Okay, all right. All right, you make sure you have a good one, sweetie.
Okay, you too.
All right.
Thank you so much.